Guten Tag, hier ist der Nachtanwalt and welcome to Alliance War Season 24, War 1, where we are taking on Phoenix. So last week I was doing dishes and hurt my wrist of the right hand pretty bad, which meant I had to go to the hospital and get operated. Which means for me now that I can't use the thumb of my right hand for playing mcoc the couple next month, which means I can only use my index finger. And the first war actually took place the day I got operated, which meant I only had one fight, and for that reason, this video will contain the first 3 wars of Season 24, because I only had, just a few fights. In the first war, you will see now, I only had one fight, for which I brought Apocalypse, and also I brought Magneto White to place a pre-fight on the Kingpin mini afterwards, and also on Thing. As well as 2 pre-fights of Mr. Fantastic for the Thing and boss, which was taken down by our boss killer Matthias. Like I said, I will be a little disabled for the next few months, but I actually found a way to still play mcoc with my index finger of my right hand. So it shouldn't be too bad, and at the time of this recording, War 5 has already finished, and it was actually a pretty nice war, and I could do quite a lot of fights, but we'll come to that in the video for War 5. Now, like I said, only got this one fight, Moleman. It's the note where his SB1 is unblockable, like you see there. Also, he has power focus 1, which means he will get to his SB1 pretty fast, but he won't get a lot of power afterwards. And I brought in Apocalypse because the debuffs Apocalypse applies to the opponent cannot be shrugged off, and Moleman, especially after his revamp, he was a good champ before, but now he's pretty awesome, and he has this annoying mechanic where he is shrugging off all kinds of debuffs, but with Apocalypse you don't have to worry about it, but still you can't hit him on his blocks. So you see me there just going back, baiting his SB1 all over again. And that was my first war fight after the operation, which meant I boosted pretty big, used an invul, which was pretty useful, like you saw there. Still not used to using my index finger, so it's not a perfect fight, but like I always say, the most important thing is not to die, and Moleman is down to 8%, I'm still at 40. One more combo should do the job, finished by an SB1. Also, because it's been removed as a defense tactic, Protect is the new meta, or it seems like Protect is going to be the new meta. All 5 of our war fights, or our wars, have had Protect so far, so that means that large or extra large champions will be the new top defenders, category of defenders, if you will, which means it's important to bring large or extra large champs as well, or get good at intercepting, and it's easier to just bring large champs if it's possible. So like you saw me do there, placed a pre-fight on Kingpin. Zwicker did a great job removing him, and then I placed a couple pre-fights on Thing, and Matthias did a great job soloing him. Again, it was a good start to the season. The first war we won. We died quite a few times, but it was still enough to clutch the first victory of the season. And now we already come to War 2 against Cry Havoc. Had a couple more fights this war, but still, yeah, not as many as in the last season. I will bring in Warlock. He has just, with the new global, became my top MVP. I will bring him probably every war, because he's an extra large champ, which means he can pretty much disable protect, and he's just a great champ anyway. And also I'm still always running suicides, which means I will take a lot of suicide damage, and Warlock is he's, I think, quadruple immune, but the most important thing is that he's immune to bleed and poison, so I only take recoil damage and can boost up as big as I want and don't have to worry about losing too much health. But now to this war, starting off on section 2 on pass 7, have two opponents. First is a magic. She has powerful from afar, and I always forget the name of the node, but when you have a buff, they gain constantly power, and with magic, the more power she has, the higher the chance she will trigger Limbo, which means she will do a lot of damage and also will heal when Limbo finished. But because I only need Nick Fury for this fight, he's doing just so much damage with his light attack bleeds. And if I would push her to an SP3, it wouldn't be that bad, because I still got my second life. But like you see there, 20 seconds into the fight, she's already down to 30%. Just doing one SP2 and it will kill her. So yeah, not too bad with Nick Fury. And the next fight is Omega Red on kinetic transference. Yeah, and for this fight I brought Warlock, aspect of evolution as well. Warlock is a robot, which means he's already pretty great against Omega Red, but Omega Red is also an L champ, which means I would trigger protect if I'm using a smaller champ or a medium champ. Yeah, Warlock is just a great matchup. Like you see, also this Omega Red is running suicides, which is awesome. He will take recoil. I will always push him to his SP3, and with kinetic transference that's even easier. Yeah, like you saw there, I'm not that fast with dashing back, because it's just, yeah, just feels weird to use one thumb and one index finger. But yeah, pretty big boosted, rank 3 Warlock, not a big issue at all. And yeah, at this point we were doing pretty good in the war. It hasn't been finished like you see there, but we were doing pretty good, so the word came down for me to bring Iceman and try this, I think it's a 6-star rank 3 Void, and Iceman is only a medium champ, but he's not doing that much damage, so I shouldn't trigger protect. And yeah, it's the hazardous shift incinerate poison node, so Iceman is perfect because he's both poison and bleed immune. Just gotta be sure to manage Void's debuffs, which I did there pretty okay. Should have thrown more heavies in the fight to do more damage while exploding my cold snap thingies. But yeah, I was just focused on timing my hits perfectly so I don't take that much damage by Void's debuffs. So they're perfect. Excuse me. Again, 1 minute into the fight, he's down to 36%, like me. Everything is going okay. Yeah, that's my strategy, how to evade his SB1 and be able to go in right afterwards. Just like you saw there, go in, block the hit. And yeah, just try to time it. Iceman is not doing that much damage, but with suicide's pretty good. But I just took too much block damage, which means don't know if I can get the one shot. He's down to 30%. I'm down to 30% as well. But now I think I'll do a big mistake. Yeah, I didn't time it right, so his debuff kicked in a little second too late, which means I have no chance to get to 10 hits again. Tried to intercept there, didn't work. So unfortunately I died. First death of the season in a second war, which is kind of sad, but yeah, can't change it. Was a good matchup, didn't play it perfectly, but yeah, like I said, we were doing pretty good in this war, so I just went in with the Nick Fury, who's not a great option, but he only had 17% left, and I thought with big light attack, bleed especially, when the real Nick Fury is out, like you see there, was a pretty nice bleed damage, and yeah, that was already the end of my contribution to war number 2. We were doing pretty good, like you saw there, and ended up winning this war as well, which is awesome. We were 2-0 for the season at this point. And now already on to war 3 against Latin American players. We actually fought those guys on the last war of the last season, and we lost, and it felt pretty bad because yeah, we shouldn't have lost against them. I mean, it wouldn't have changed anything about our placing last season, but nonetheless, you don't want to lose a war. But yeah, this time it's time for us to have a revenge. Like usually when I have a normal path, I'll scout my path. I will have I think 4 fights in this war, nothing too special, starting off on path 6 in section 1 and then going on to path 1 in section 2. The only thing I was kinda afraid for is this Hyperion on Buffet, because yeah, can't use Magneto, which I would usually use on that node. Hyperion is an L champ and he's not metal, so I thought, yeah, let's try it with Human Torch and the pre-fight ability. And also for this season I was able to bring my newly ranked 6-star rank 3 Cosmic Ghost Rider to war, which I did a gameplay and how-to video for the first time in German. So if you guys want to check it out, feel free, it's on the channel. But yeah, back to the war. First fight on section 1 path 6 is this Emma Frost. She doesn't really have anything special, I think. Yeah, she has Aggression Fury and Retourkutsche, which means if I throw a special, she'll get about power. But yeah, that's not too bad. Usually it's just an Emma Frost, so you just gotta be careful with her inverted controls with her special attacks. But I think she's a small defender, so protect doesn't come into play. And yeah, for the first time in war I can use my Cosmic Ghost Rider, which is just pretty awesome. I love this guy. You guys know me for being the biggest Corvus lover probably in the game. I used Corvus for pretty much everything, even if technically I couldn't use him. But I've fallen in love with Cosmic Ghost Rider. He's just so fucking, excuse me, so powerful. Like you saw there, did not do the rotation perfectly. I actually dexed. Now the game freezed. But yeah, even if you do mistakes, you see there I got 6 armored break debuffs on Emma Frost. It's creating for 18k mediums. Yeah, just an awesome guy. I won't be able to use him that much with the Protect Global, only if the opponent is small or a medium, but you'll see me use him at any chance I get. As well as for the next fight. So the next fight is a Cosmic Ghost Rider, and the good thing about Cosmic Ghost Rider is that he's bleed and incinerate immune. And if you fight Cosmic Ghost Rider the first time, or until he can replace his judgments, his first special attack will be unblockable. And because at the moment I can't really dex that good, I will just take the SB1 to the face, but it's not that big of a problem like you see there, because Cosmic Ghost Rider is incinerate immune and it doesn't do that much damage. And there you see, did the rotation good, charged the heavy into this SB2, did a lot of damage and finished with 26k medium attack. You just gotta love this guy. But yeah, that was already that were already my fights for section 1. Let's get to section 2. And I will start on, or I will do path 1 on section 2, starting off with Mr. Sinister on, I think he has masochism. But yeah, Mr. Sinister is just a great opponent for Warlock. If I get him infected, he won't be healing. And if I can manage to not let him throw his SB1 and do my heavy attacks, my bleeds, oh no, it's not masochism, it's Elan. Yeah, I gotta change the language of my game again, which means he will start healing a little bit, and will heal every 15 seconds. He will heal 25% of his base HP, I think. That's what the node is about. But yeah, like you saw there, got him infected pretty fast. Then my heavy attacks, he will try to heal, which means he will power drain. And yeah, one SB2 should already clutch the fight. Almost 2% left, but power drained him, one more heavy, and he's in the bin. Pretty nice, easy fight. And now, for my last fight of this war, and the fight I was most afraid of, I would say. I was actually kind of afraid of the fight because, yeah, I haven't fought Hyperion on this node, and with the Protect Global, I'm not allowed to do too much damage, otherwise I will trigger Protect, and against Hyperion with his power gain, it's pretty difficult to intercept. But Human Torch doesn't crit that much, so he doesn't do that much damage, and with the pre-fight ability, he's just doing so much damage. Try to block his SB1, so I get my temperature and smolders up, and like you saw there, 20 seconds into the fight, there was too slow, but I put on invulnerability boost, so it's not too bad, but now I can't. Take an SB3 to the face, but it shouldn't be too bad. He gets stunned, but it triggers Protect, and there he could have thrown his SB3, which probably would have killed me, but he didn't, so I hit him on the block, and it was enough. But yeah, that was already the end of my contribution to this war as well, only 4 fights. But we actually managed to win this war as well, which means we are 3-0 for the season, which is awesome. And it was actually enough to let us sneak into Masters for the season. But yeah, that's it for the first 3 wars. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on my next war video. Take care.